Okay, I'm gonna be real. I made a video a couple actually it was only like probably had to be an hour ago. I made a video an hour ago on meditation and my results from it and things like that. And what meditation helps you is to like detach from unwanted thoughts and energies. And the more you meditate and the more you detach from, you know, things that are going on in the external world and what you got going on internally, you will realize how many things mentally affect your peace. So for example, like I woke up today and like everything was fine. I didn't have to get up hella early. We didn't have nowhere to be like that today. So like for my mind to have all this like just full of all these just thoughts and just running rampant and kind of like running on this like adrenaline mode of just thinking about everything, it makes like, to me, your external world should kind of match what's going on internally with you. So like if I wake up in my mind and my thoughts and just throughout the day, I'm already kind of on some like monkey mind all over the place mentally, trying to ground myself, but my outside is peaceful and there's nothing going on like outside of me. Like I'm chilling in the crib right now, about to make some food. So like, why am I feeling these emotions? Why am I feeling like the emotions and the intensity that I'm feeling? You would think like something would be going on externally for me to feel like that, but it's not. Like nothing going. I got some candles lit around the crib. Like we just big chilling over here. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so I'm aware of frequencies. I'm aware of, you know, tapping into other people's thoughts. I'm aware of even the energy, and this is where I really want to speak on the energy of planets. If you do some research and you just even find out what the moon is actually doing to Earth and how it really affects our gravitational, you know, our gravitation and how much it affects the water, and not only it affects Earth's water, but I think the human body is what, 70. We got a lot of water in us, so that means that the moon is also affecting us. And one of the things I learned about the moon is that it's like every planet is. So from what I looked up and researched, I was told that, and I learned that if Earth didn't have the moon, the weather and everything would just be more intense and chaotic. So the moon is almost acting like a filter to kind of lessen the blows that we get from other planets and just going on in space, to kind of summarize it all up. And I've noticed with myself being into astrology, being to a multitude of things so I can expand my awareness when I'm dealing with certain things and I'm not, closed off or closed minded to something, because when I'm closed minded on it could actually be my, savior. So let me be aware and gain a lot of information. So the more I started getting to astrology, and the more I start to even keep track of myself, keep track of my rises and my highs and my lows, my rise and my falls, I've noticed that, like, bro, that planet shit is real. Like the months, the days, planetary hours, all that shit is a real thing, because it makes no sense. Like a lot of times, I feel like we go throughout life. I know me in general, it's like, and I really do, like, I know a lot of people, we don't have the time to heal from certain things or really digest certain experiences because life just demands so much out of us. And so, but I make sure, like, you can ask the people around me, like, I make sure to give myself time to digest certain things that have happened in my life. So that way I can move forward in the correct, manner. And what I realized is that with a lot of these planetary transits, like today the full moon is in Virgo. And I woke up today on some like, I gotta get this done. This gotta be right. This emotional side of me gotta be like, what? Like I just woke up on some like trying to like fix every emotional problem that I got going on inside of me and like shit coming up that I already like done taken care of. So I'm just like, what the fuck is this energy? Like, what is this wave that's done now hit me and it's like affecting my peace right now? And so I'm thinking, I'm like, what is this? What is this? And I'm still like, I'm good. Like I'm at peace. I'm still chilling. Then I go on live and I find out that, oh, it's a full moon in Virgo. And what are the characteristics of Virgo? The characteristics of Virgo are analyzing, always trying to fix something. And that's how I felt. I felt like this energy of just like, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done. And I'm not even like that. Like I'm a more like, I am like that, but more in flow. Not like, I gotta wake up at this time, get this shit done. I'm stressing out because I'm late for this. Like, nah, that ain't how I am. It was almost like that aspect of trying to get everything done and trying to analyze everything went towards like my emotions. And so if you know about astrology, you know that depending on your chart, certain transits can land in certain houses. So this transit is landed in my eighth house. Eighth house is deep thoughts and feelings and taboo thoughts and mindsets and things that you have kind of like buried, but not in a way of like, and it could be that too, like things you just buried away, not want to deal with, but also in the sense of like things you just put to rest. There we go. That's a good way of putting it too. Inheritance, money, things like that, like things that are. I wish I probably should get some more information on this, but to summarize it up for me, that's what the eighth house means, and I felt like that's where my mind was at. I even said that on the last video I did today. I was like, I woke up on some other shit. Like it just was it just felt a little off. But now I see what's going on. And to me, that's one of the most important things in life to me is to really get a clear picture of what you're dealing with. I feel like a lot of times in life, when we're feeling something or we're dealing with something, it's like we go run straight to like, we might run to a system that might not be advanced as us. I'm just going to keep it 100. You know what I mean? We run to a system, we run to medicine, we run to distractions. I had to catch myself lately because when you're dealing with things, especially in this age, it's easy to distract yourself. It's easy to, it's easy to distract yourself. So I like to I like clarity. That's one of the most important things in my life, like clarity. I've seen what happens when you crash out or you think you know it all and that ain't what it is. Like, and so to me, it's about being very aware of what is pulling and pushing me mentally, externally, internally. Like, what is making me crash out? What is hitting me right now? Okay, I'm feeling this. Where is this coming from? Instead of me running to the phone trying to distract myself from the feeling, instead of me running to the TV to distract myself, instead of trying to distract myself, let's really face this and really see where this is coming from. And I personally believe that a lot, like we have yet to hit. I don't even think people have really dived into how many things actually really influence our mental. And I'm talking about more than just like psychology or just like, genetics. I'm talking about like the waves, like the electrical waves coming from your TV, like my phone, like the planetary bodies, how they're affecting your body, like just everything. Like, man, like your mind can literally look at something, and if what you're looking at ties to either good or bad experience in the past, you will now be in that moment. So that's just one aspect of like how many things we are influenced by. So okay, it's like this, right? To me, if my goal is to have a good day, if my goal is to have a, if my goal is to get a certain outcome, I will not get that if the, okay, let's not put it that way. Not that I won't get that, but the odds of me not only getting it but maintaining it are going to be slim to none if I keep getting hit with like variables that I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? Like, it's no different than shit. Me, for instance, I put myself on the spotlight. Like, put myself in the spotlight. Like, you're not gonna have a good relationship if you're unconscious of like the negative aspects of yourself. You're always gonna wonder like, damn, why is me? Why I can't be in a relationship? Or why like this didn't work out? This didn't work out. It's because like there's a lot of things that you are unaware of that affected the relationship. So to me, it's the same thing with life. It's like you're not gonna get a certain outcome if you're not fully aware of like what is all hitting you, what is all like making you make certain decisions. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Be aware. Like, I guess to summarize this whole video up, always expand your awareness. You know, don't be afraid to open a new door to your mind. Your mind, and this is one of the things. This is why I should have paid more attention in biology instead of going through puberty and being around a whole bunch of women at that time. I would have learned that your brain is really like, okay, you got like a set of neurons in your brain, and depending on your routines in your daily life, you are only really accessing, like, okay, let's say like your brain is like a highway. No, okay, it's like a highway, but it's also like, let's say like a house, a big ass mansion. And a lot of times in life, we are going into the same living room and room. There we go. We're going into like the same living room and room because of our patterns and routines, not knowing like, hey, bro, you know, you got this like golden dining set in your crib. Like, hey, you know, you got like a theater downstairs. Like, but you're not going to be aware that if you are just doing the same thing every day, having the same mindset, not introducing yourself to new information, not introducing yourself to new, you know, forms of, awareness. So going forward, for me, I know I want access to my whole mansion. I don't want just, I got a big ass crib, but I'm only allowed to be in the bedroom in the basement. But I got this big ass mansion. You know what I mean? So yeah, expand your awareness. Don't run from things, and always let in new information that is aligned with you. You know what I mean? If there's a consensus out here that might not be the popular opinion, but you feel like deep down this is what your body needs, your whole family is just used to going to the doctor, but you're kind of getting the nudge to take a more homeopathic, I think that's the word. Yeah, a more looking into more natural medicines, things like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a reason why that information is out here. It's a reason why certain information is out here, because it's doing a service. So to just say like, oh, that don't exist, or this don't exist, or I don't believe in that, you never know. Like, that could be the path to your goal. You know what I mean? That could be the path to your actual fulfillment. But you sitting here the whole time judging and, yeah. Yeah. Expand. Y'all be easy. Peace.